welcome to another episode of Cinnamon Stitches. I'm your yarn host, Jennifer. Excuse me for just a minute while I get some stuff ready on my desk. So I got an email from Rose Likes Crochet. Apparently Mr. Cinnamon is moving the car. I was like, who's in my driveway? I can see it in the reflection. So Rose from Rose Likes Crochet sent out emails to not just me, but to a lot of other podcasters. And she came up with an idea, and we're going to talk about it today. Now, she's not doing this until later in the year, but we're talking about it now because I know that I will forget if I don't talk about it now, and I'm going to get started on it now. But she doesn't want these items until September. So if you have some extra cotton laying around, it can be any kind of cotton, Dollar Tree, just cotton, doesn't matter, and you like making little quick things, washcloths, etc., we are going to be joining Rose to make some washcloths. She sent the email that in October she is going to be doing a basically all year long this year, and she'd started it last year as well, every month for Wings, which is a domestic violence organization. They help people who are victims of domestic violence. She collects items and donates it to them for their organization to help out people who are victims of domestic violence. And I say people because it's not just women that are getting beat. There are men who are victims as well. And I don't think a lot of people realize that. So every month there is a different category or type of thing that she collects for. For Easter, she was collecting loveys or stuffed animals for the kids for their Easter baskets. And in October specifically, she is collecting either washcloths or scrubbies, because the organization helps these people get back on their feet, and it helps them to, with whatever they may need for their personal lives. They have collected pencil pouches, they have collected bags or diaper bags or purses, that type of thing. They have collected hair scrunchies for the people with long hair. And for October, it will be washcloths or scrubbies. And I apologize for my dogs barking, but it's another day in the Cinnamon Stitches household. So, like I said, it doesn't matter. You can use just cotton. You can use sugar and cream. I got this at the Goodwill. You can use whatever scraps you have laying around. My personal favorite is Premier Home Cotton, but you guys know I'm a Premier girl. So, if you have extra cotton laying around, I definitely invite you to join us over the next couple of months. I am not just doing washcloths for Rose, though. Rose has came up with an idea that she wanted to send out, and this is what the email said. She was going to randomly grab a yarn that was either a cotton yarn or a scrubby yarn, and she had all the envelopes made up, and she said she wants to randomly send it to these people. And I was like, listen, you can keep your cotton because I got plenty. I also have scrubby yarn and washcloth yarn. You can keep your yarn, and I will still participate because I'm already making washcloths. My niece is getting ready to go away to college this fall, and I have promised to make her a set of washcloths. And I asked her, I said, do you want regular washcloths from the store, or do you want homemade knit or crocheted washcloths? And she said she wanted homemade ones. So I was like, yeah, sure, like no problem. I make a lot of washcloths because it's a traveling thing. Like if I'm traveling, I always bring along cotton so that I can make a washcloth, because it's a quick fixer-upper thing. Like you get it done in like half an hour, 45 minutes, maybe an hour, depending on how fancy you get. So this is one of my favorite styles because it has the baubles. I just like a washcloth with baubles in it. This one's actually wet. I used it. I used it to wash the little man's face, so it was hanging up to dry. I am going to, over the next couple of months, maybe do a couple of washcloth tutorials on how to make these type of washcloths while we're doing this together. This is just double crochet, nothing fancy, and it's double thick. I think it's 2 yarns held together. Double thick. You can make heart-shaped washcloths, doesn't matter. This one has bobbles and front post ridges. I like textured washcloths. So we're going to be learning maybe learn some new stitches. We'll definitely be working on some washcloths over the next couple months for both my niece, and I'm going to make up a couple for Rose and send that to her for wings. And I invite all of you to join us as well. She said she wasn't going to send the washcloths, the cotton, out until May, but she wanted to make sure everybody was on board first. So you have plenty of time. She's not collecting them until September, so get them in like end of August, early September, so she can get them packed up and situated and sent off to Wings by October. And that's what we're doing. So I wanted to tell you why we're going to be making washcloths. I figured, you know, with the niece going away to college, I'm making washcloths for her. Why not do this with Rose? And for my niece, like, I want her to be prepared. This is the first time she's ever going to be away on her own. And I want to make her up some stuff that, you know, she is going to need, like cleanliness objects. Oh, she's going to need shampoos, conditioners, and all that kind of stuff. And I'm going to supply that for her. So, you know, I'm making washcloths anyway. And Lord knows, this is just my cart of extras. There is so much cotton right here. Yeah, I got cotton. So that's what we're doing. Thank you, Rose, for inviting me or asking me to be a part of this. I think this is a really good cause. And I think it's really great what Rose is doing. She has helped a lot of people. And even if it doesn't, like, if it's not like, even if it's not a big money item, like you're not making a big blanket or like a shawl or something, a lot of times these men and women who have been through this domestic violence type situation, they come out of it like severely broken. And when someone makes something for them, even if it's a washcloth, they know that someone cares about them and that they are worthy, because that is one of the biggest obstacles after dealing with domestic violence, is trying to get your self-esteem back and feeling like you're worth something or that you're valuable. And it is a big deal. It's a big deal to show them I care, even if it's just with a washcloth. And you can get cotton at the Dollar Tree. The Just Cotton is pretty much at everybody's Dollar Tree right now, like mostly everybody. So $1 and then $1 for shipping. $2 to send somebody an I care gift. It's amazing. And I'm only asking you to make one if you have time and send it off to Rose, not to me. This is not my deal at all. This is Rose. Send it to Rose. I will link Rose and all her information below, and I will link Wings below. And yeah, I hope that you will join me. I hope all the other podcasters that are watching this will also join me as well and bring awareness to not only Wings and Rose for doing this amazing thing for all of these very broken people that are trying to rebuild their lives, but it feels good to help, and it feels good to make a difference in somebody else's life. And I think if we can all just send a little gift, it'll make a big difference. All right, guys, thank you for watching this episode. And I really look forward to the next couple of months making some washcloth designs with you guys and having this little crochet along. All right, guys, bye.